I think we're live. We just came out of the SnyderCon Q&A for Watchmen.
Yep, this is day 2. We are here in the random halls, as you can see. Someone just randomly walking by.
You're good. You're fine.
No, you're good.
We'll pay you.
With the little money that we have.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're excited. We just found a random hall so that we can record, with you guys. That is anyone out there?
Probably not.
Is anyone out there yet? There we go.
It's
Boom.
going up.
Hard-boiled entertainment. All right.
So if you guys watched the Bureau Q&A, we were there. We tried to ask a question.
Maybe you heard Matt yell, "Release the Snyder Cut!"
If you heard the Vero thing, it was because one gentleman was saying, "Hey, hopefully you get to release a future director's cut and blah blah blah." And I just looked at Shane. I'm like, "Why is everybody tiptoeing around this?" And so I just screamed from the back, "Release the Snyder Cut!"
Yeah. Yep, so hard-boiled.
It was me.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
it was me.
It definitely was.
And I had to apologize to the guy in front of me because I felt like I just screamed in his ear.
Yeah, unfortunately, too, it kind of seems like Snyder can only say so much because he even looked at Debbie and said, "I hope so," and so then that's when Matt just blurted it out, and it was incredibly tough to get questions answered. It was really surprising.
But we've scouted this now. We think we know how you got to do
tomorrow,
it.
So we'll
where
see.
they have the placement of the microphones, where they're going to set them, you got to kind of be near the edge, near the front. And if you're in that area, you'll have much better luck with getting your question asked. And if you have a set of tits.
Yeah, possibly, as Matt does. So we're solid. But yeah, having a lot of fun. Met a bunch of cool people. Abdul, our good buddy Justin.
We met how to pronounce his last name.
Yeah, Nouth or something. Ben, the random dude who met us in the parking lot. So shout out to Ben and
he was the one on our Twitter as well.
Yep,
so we're meeting people. Got noticed as soon as we got out of the car.
Yeah, by Ben, which was shocking. So it was pretty solid. But super. Hello to that individual. But yeah, so met a couple cool people, having a lot of fun. We did the WB Studios tour as well.
Yes, that was me that yelled. Sorry, the text for this is like really tiny. That's why I'm like,
Matt has to get super close.
Squinting at the thing. Yeah, that's what I have to do in order to frickin' see this little text. God damn.
What did I miss? What, are you that blind? Fucking wear glasses. This is awkward people.
All right, but
are you guys going to be there tomorrow? Yes, we will. And as Matt said, we think we have it scouted out.
I will add a fucking into the fucking release of Snyder Cut.
Yes, exactly.
I did have a question.
Must investigate further. I thought of you, Hardboiled. As soon as that popped up, I'm like, fuck.
Right when we were watching the Watchmen thing.
Yep, it was awesome.
I actually, my original question was going to be asking Zach why some of the things he did change from the Watchmen graphic novel, like how Rorschach kills that the guy that kidnaps that young girl, and also the interaction between Ozymandias and Dr. Manhattan in the end. And I was going to say all that and then say, also, when are we going to get your cut of Justice League? And that's what I was going to do.
That was the plan,
totally catch him off guard. If he watches this, hi. We just saw you. But that was my plan, but I never got a chance. Yeah, it was very difficult, and it was amazing that so many people kind of tiptoed around it, and he even trolled.
Yeah, he trolled a couple times. That's what I was really enjoying, and I think he was kind of riling people up. It'll be really interesting tomorrow, because he talked about the 2-hour cut. He talked about deconstructing characters. If you didn't get the chance to watch the Vero live stream, sorry for the background noise. But yeah, so I was starting to feel a little bit of energy, and I'm like, oh, someone's gonna ask, and people were kind of tiptoeing around, and as we said, unfortunately, I don't think Snyder can really say, but we'll find out tomorrow. Hopefully.
Or he's waiting to say something. I don't know. That's
ultimate optimism right there.
Yeah, we're being very optimistic at this point, but yeah, he did look over at Deborah and say, I
hope so.
Yeah,
about a future director's cut. So yeah, it was pretty cool. A lot of fun. I'm getting to meet everyone. The food was good as well. So
seats suck ass.
Oh my gosh, 3 hours. We were at a Ducks and Sharks game last night, and those seats blew. And these ones were like a slight scale up from that.
Yeah.
I have no ass, so my ass was hurting. You're welcome for that.
I have an ass a little bit, but it still hurt like crazy. The pad in that is like an inch thick. We also went to the WB Studios this morning, and just to add to the release the Snyder Cut thing, I actually asked the tour guide lady if anybody has ever asked about the Snyder Cut, and she kind of gave me this little like look, and then said, no one's ever asked me. I'm like, then why did you give that look? And so that was kind of funny how she avoided it.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
the most part.
No, you're the first one. And
yeah, but she's heard other people have that issue, and I was like, has anybody ever got kicked out of the tour for it? Like, just yelling at her, like, hey, the fucking Snyder Cut. And so she just kind of hem and hawed at it. So that was kind of fun. WB, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty much, that's been our day 2. It's been a lot of fun. I think tomorrow will be even better. It was pretty crowded. I don't know if you can tell from Vero. But it definitely filled up. We showed up decent amount of time. Walked in, and I was kind of surprised at duck WB. I think that means fuck, but yeah.
No, it's duck.
Duck fuckers. But yeah, and then all of a sudden it started to fill up, and it just made me think of tomorrow's is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be very difficult. That's why we've scouted ahead. And
no, I'm just kidding.
And I think we figured out how we're gonna possibly get our question answered and everything. But again, yeah, that was me that lost my shit in the back there and yelled Snyder Cut because I just looked at Shane. I'm like, why is everybody tiptoeing around this? Just fucking ask the question.
I can kind of tell as more people were getting comfortable, a bunch of people are raising their hands, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know if it's going to happen. At least Matt was going to lead with a Watchmen question. Yeah. I was just going to say, this is probably better for tomorrow, but any news on the Justice League, on your version of Justice League, that essentially was going to be my question. So hopefully tomorrow.
He did talk shit about the 2-hour cut, like making a 2-hour cut with Watchmen. I mean, he was trolling.
He said something else as well. I can't really remember, but he trolled a couple times in there. The deconstruction of characters, which we talked about, but a couple different things, and I was laughing. I'm like, okay, he's acknowledging that there's something there a little bit.
He's acknowledging some of these criticisms he's had too.
Yeah,
and so I thought that was kind of cool.
Killing Batman or Batman killing. Possibly, killing Batman. That would have been a criticism.
That's a comic book.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did that. That was cool. And so if you don't watch those Vero streams, you really should, because he's extremely entertaining.
Yeah.
He's got some great stories, and also I think
definitely watch tomorrow's.
I think my favorite story from the Watchmen one was that it was literally a set designer guy that was Castro in the Watchmen. Yeah. If you didn't watch the Vero, they had a guy, they had him planned to be Castro, but he was going to take it very serious, even though he was literally going to be on screen for, 10 seconds at most?
That's what it was. Imagine watching a movie that no one's seen. Sorry. Yeah. I just saw the comment. Yeah.
You can read that?
Yeah. That was the other trolling thing as well. I was like, oh, okay. And that one was a little questionable. As soon as he said the 2 hours, and people were like, oh, yeah, fuck yeah. But yeah, sorry, so the set guy.
Yeah. They just got a random set guy. Like,
hey, you kind of look like.
Yeah, you want to be Castro? He's like, I'll be your best fucking Castro ever. Or I'll be down to be fucking Castro. It was great. It was fantastic. Yeah. And that guy, and he's like, man, that guy looked more like Castro than the guy that we had planned to be Castro. So it was definitely entertaining. It was awesome. These are definitely worth the trip so far.
Yeah. And I guess we'll keep everyone posted. Yeah. Tomorrow should be fun.
And I'm gonna keep screaming until he acknowledges me, and I get kicked out of the theater. Either one.
Almost happened.
Yes, almost happened. So, in case I don't see you,
good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Watch my finger hit stop. All right. I don't even know if that stopped. Did it hit stop?